This is Dr. Sivakant Pathak here with you to see one fresh unit, that is electrostatic. Before we start this electrostatic, first of all see the meaning of word electrostatic. It is made by two words, electron plus static. Statics means rest. Electron has a charge. So electrostatic refers to charges at rest. So in this chapter we will see the physics about the charge at rest. Here in this chapter, charges are not in motion. So be clear about it. Now see, when I start this chapter, first of all I want to see term frictional electricity, that is electric charge. Before 2000 years ago, when this experiment were made, glass rod rubbed with silk or ebonite rubbed with cat skin or comb rubbed with dry hair. In all cases, when first case see, when glass rod rubbed with silk, glass rod attracts light particles of dust. You may have done this experiment. Same like as when ebonite rubbed with cat skin, any one of this attracts light dust particles. When comb rubbed with dry hair, comb attracts light particle. In all these three phenomena, after rubbing, the substances attracts light particle of dust. When this observation is made around in 16,000, the concept came, the beginnings of electrostatics there, around 16,000 by Gilbert. When this obtained in a systematic manner, when glass rod rubbed with silk, ebonite with cat skin, comb with dry hair, right, when comes, these attracts light particle of dust, give birth of frictional electricity. Rubbing means friction. Due to the friction, it is called frictional electricity. This comes first time the concept of frictional electricity and given the name which that this idea came in mind, charges appears on rubbing objects. So first time the concept of charge came in mind due to rubbing or friction of two objects. That is why it's come under the frictional electricity, the first fundamental concept of electrostatic, this frictional electricity. And this is also came frictional electricity, this frictional electricity also known as static electricity. Static electricity refers to charge at rest, means no motion of charge. See very carefully. There are two types of charges practically obtained. So next topic we are going to see two type of charges. See how this came in idea that there are two type of charges appear. This experiment has done when a silk suspended with a thread, this silk, and it is rubbed with this is glass rod. When a glass rod is rubbed with silk and after rubbing this glass rod is kept some distance away from the silk, and again another glass rod which rubbed with silk again brought near to the contact. This both glass rod, this is both rubbed rod. Repel each other. Similarly, rubbed glass rod and rubbed silk attract each other. So the idea is made when two glass rods repel each other. It means it assumes that similar type of charges are produced on the surface of both glass rods. So like charges, similar charges repel each other. Here in this case, see very carefully, I am keeping this idea in the box. How first time came in mind that like charges repel each other. Why it came? Because both glass rod which is rubbed with silk, when it is brought into the contact, repel each other. When it is brought into contact to each other, then this glass rod repel each other. So both the idea is made in such a way that both is made of same material. That is why same type of charges appears on the surface, and this same charges are like charges repel each other. Whereas in between the glass rod, rubbed glass rod, and rubbed silk. What happened? Attract each other. What does idea keep in mind? Glass rod has a different, silk is a different, so both have a different type of charges. So unlike charge, it is said word unlike charges attracts each other. Like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Now, the two charges are here. This explanation gives that according to the topic, there are two type of charges. Two type of charges. Here in this, Benjamin Franklin, while studying this, in this one of the charge, the first charge name, first charge name named as E positive, and second charge name in the beginning negative. Positive charges, negative charges. So two type of idea, but detailed was not given, and why this happened, this theory explained later on. And when this attraction and repulsion explained that force act between both charges. Force acts between two charged bodies. The nature of force may be repulsion or attraction, depending upon the nature. And the forces acting between both later on named as Coulombian force. So which you name after the name of scientist Coulomb. Coulombian force it is called, which is acting between the charges. Now we are going to see one more topic, that is electron theory of charges or electrification. See the theory of charges here. So for theory of charges, which we are going to see, the electron theory of charges, see carefully the concept. We are knowing that the unit of matter are atoms. We know atoms are made up of three fundamental particles. These particles are electron, proton and neutron. See carefully here the theory, three fundamental particles. So all the matter is made up of atoms. The structure of atom is the main important. In atom there are nucleus in which the neutrons and protons were live, and electrons revolve in various orbits here in atom. Here in atom, electrons revolve in various orbits, right? So the matters are made up of atoms. All the matters may be in any state, either solid, liquid or gases. Now I am going to connect this concept by the theory here, electron theory of charges. Here, when glass rod rubbed with silk, it means there is a rubbing between, friction between atom of glass rod, molecule of glass rod, or molecule or atom of silk. When these two atoms rubbed, as a result, in this, since electron live in outer side, neutron and protons live inside the nucleus, so outermost electrons, this electron of glass rod transfer. Remember the word transfer. Where? Second on which it's rubbed. In that condition on glass rod, number of electrons decreases. And here on silk what happens? Just reciprocal to this. Number of electron increases. See carefully. When these two rub, so there is a transfer of electron from one object to another. Here in this specific case which I am taking here, glass rod rubbed with silk. Due to the result, the electron transfer from electron of glass rod transfer to the silk. So number of electron decreases where? On glass rod, and number of electron increases where? On silk. In that condition, both becomes charged and glass rod is said positive charged. Whereas silk is considered as negative charged. So the place from where electron moved is considered as a positive charge. The fundamental concept is made, and where the electrons approaches and becomes in more numbering or in term of majority is called a negative charges. So the two type charges theory came in existence by positive charge and negative charge. So this is called electronic theory of charges or electrification. Now see, we are going to see conductor, insulator and semiconductor on the basis of electronic theories. Here in the electronic theory, see, one thing is clear. Two charges appears, that is a positive charge and a negative charge. It appears due to the migration of transfer of electron. The body from where electrons shifted is called positive charge, remember, and where approached negative charge. Here in this case there is no role of other fundamental particle, neutron and proton here in this case. Only electrons are responsible for charge. So one point, see very carefully. Electron is responsible for charges only. This concept first of all keep in mind. Now By this theory, how this conductor explained? Conductors are metals we know through which electricity pass. This is the today's concept. Metal, humans body, right? Those substances are said conductors, such as metals or human body or any other, which allow to pass current easily through the substances. Mercury, earth, these are the conductor. So in which it is considered that there is a majority of free electrons. They have majority of free electrons. They have availability of free electrons. See the word here in it, which is rounded here. Free electrons are here. So charges, current moves, current flow through the flow of free electrons. So we can write current flow due to flow of free electrons. So flow of free electrons is responsible for current flow. And free electrons, if available in a matter, then it is said to be conductor. Second, insulator. Insulator means no flow of current through it. Everybody we know. Examples are rubber, plastic, etc., through which currents do not flow. So what idea given? Why current not flow? So concept of free electrons is here introduced, means in which no free electrons available. No free electrons available in rubber, plastic or insulating materials through which currents cannot flow. So insulator has no free electron, conductors has available free electrons, and due to the flow of these free electrons, current flow in conductor. Since insulator has no free electron, so no current flow through the insulator. And the third idea came here is semiconductor. Semiconductor concept is given as the name semi, means partial conductor. Current flow in very small amount. Current flow in very small amount. So flow of current is due to the free electrons. So naturally very less free electrons available. That is why it is called semiconductor. So by this electronic theory, the concept of conductor, insulator and semiconductor is explained. Now we are going to see one more important thing, that is Systemi International, SI, unit of charges. Here this in SI unit of charges. So to before see the SI unit of charges, first of all see list of fundamental units. We are knowing in the list of fundamental unit, length measured in meter, mass measured in kilogram, time in measured in second, temperature measured in Kelvin, intensity of light measured in candela, amount of substance measured in mole, whereas the most used which needed fundamental unit is electric current measured in ampere, represented by capital letter A. Electric current measured in ampere. This is the list of fundamental unit, in which when we will see the fundamental unit concept of the ampere, then we will the concept of 1 ampere current is given in this way. Two infinitely long wire in which current is flowing. If both are kept apart 1 meter, an acting force between the wire in which a current is flowing, here in it, if in both equal current is flowing, and if the force acting due to the flow of current, if force acting between both is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter. See very carefully this figure. If force acting, then current is said to be 1 ampere. So definition of current must be clear to everybody. What is the definition of current? If two parallel long, infinite long wire, equal charges are flowing in both, and acting a force between both is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter. In that condition, the current flowing in wire is said to be 1 ampere. So 1 ampere current is a concept, is clear, must be clear. So unit of charge is not a fundamental unit in either current electrostatic or current electricity. The fundamental unit is ampere, and it is derived from the concept this. So concept is clear. So SI unit, SI stand for System International. So SI unit is obtained by this formula. This electric current, I is defined as the ratio of charge, which concept just I have given to you by time. Charges by time. this implies that charge is equal to electric current I into time t. Charge is denoted by Q, electric current is I, and time is t. So Q is equal to I into t is first formula I am representing in front of you in electrostatic. So unit of Q is equal to unit of I into unit of t. I means current measured in ampere and time is in second. So unit of charge is ampere second, right? And 1 ampere second is called 1 coulomb. Coulomb, this unit is given after the name of a scientist. Here coulomb, 1 ampere second is equal to 1 coulomb. So SI unit, this coulomb is called Systemi International, internationally accepted unit, SI unit of charge. So this is the unit, SI unit of charge, coulomb, right? This is beginning of first chapter of class 12. My plan is to start the foundation course of this. Once I will clear the basic of each physical quantity in physics, then later on we will see for the numerical and other things. Remember, if concept is not clear, nothing can be done in the physics. So be with us. I will regularly upload the lecture of this class 12th physics. So it is beginning from today and it is for today only. Thank you and have a nice day to all.